What is up? This video is going to be my college football predictions for week 2. First up, we have a good SEC matchup, Missouri at Kentucky. Both teams are 1-0 right now. I see this being a pretty high-scoring game, but a close game at the same time. I'm having a good game from Will Levis, the Kentucky QB, having 226 yards and a touchdown. And I have Kentucky winning this game 32-27. Next up, we have a potential upset game. We have BYU at Utah. I expect this game to be a really high-scoring game as well. Most people are saying BYU is going to get upset this Utah Utes team, but I just don't see it. Charlie Brewer is going to throw for over 2 touchdowns. Tavion Thomas is going to have over 100 yards rushing plus 2 touchdowns. I don't see BYU keeping up with this Utah offense, and I see them winning 38-28. Next up, we have a good ACC Big Ten challenge. We have Virginia at Illinois. I see this game being a pretty close game, but I have Illinois pulling away, winning this game 42-28 behind a really good game by Artur Sikowski. I see him going 35 for 42 for 339 yards and a touchdown. I just don't see Virginia having a good second half this game, so I think Illinois will pull out in the second half. Next up, we have Liberty at Troy. Troy is not going to be able to keep up with this Liberty offense. I have Malik Willis throwing for 355 yards, 3 touchdowns. Joshua Mack running for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. I say Troy stays in this game for the first half, but they end up not keeping the tempo they had in the first half, and Liberty just steamrolls them. Next up, we have a good Pac-12 Big Ten matchup. Washington is coming off a loss to Montana, which is a pretty embarrassing loss, which could give them motivation to beat Michigan. But at the same time, I just don't see that happening. Michigan's coming off a good win against Western Michigan. Ken McNamara looked great in his debut. Blake Corum looked very versatile. Michigan did lose Ronnie Bell, though, but I don't see this being a problem for him, at least for this game. I have them winning 35-21. Next up, we have Murray State at Cincinnati. Murray State's not even the top 150 team in college football right now. Cincinnati's top 10. There's no way an upset's going to happen. Desmond Ridder is going to go off this game, rushing and passing. So I'm going to take Cincinnati 56-10 and a big win over Murray State. Next up, we have a good SEC versus ACC matchup. We have NC State at Mississippi State. Both teams start out the season 1-0. But I have Mississippi State taking this game behind a good game behind Will Rogers. He's going to go 40-51 for 395 and 3 touchdowns. I think Mississippi State gets a touchdown late to give them the win, 28-21. Next up, we have Appalachian State at Miami. Miami's coming off a huge loss to Alabama. They're still ranked 22. Appalachian State, on the other hand, is ranked 37, while 1-0. This team could upset the Miami Hurricanes. I don't see it happening, but I see it being close. I have Derek King throwing for 4 touchdowns, but for Appalachian State, I have Bryce throwing for 3 touchdowns. This game is going to be a really close game, but Derek King's going to lead a game-winning possession, and Miami's going to win this game 38-35. Next up, we have a great Pac-12 game, Stanford at USC. The rivals, anything can happen in this game. I actually see this being a close game as well. I have Keaton Sleevis throwing for 4 touchdowns. Tanner McKee not throwing for any touchdowns, but I have the running back Austin Jones going off for 3 touchdowns, 188 yards for Stanford to keep them in the game. I'll ultimately have USC winning 34-27, but it's going to be 34-20, and Stanford gets a late touchdown to make the game closer. Next up, we have what I think should be a game of the week. Oregon at Ohio State. Both teams, I'd say, struggled in week 1, but I expect a really good game between both these teams. Anthony Brown will throw for 200-plus yards and 2 touchdowns, but C.J. Stroud will answer with 314 yards and 3 touchdowns. I have C.J. Verdell, the Oregon running back, going off this game for Oregon, and I'm going to take Oregon 37-31. an upset over Ohio State. Last but not least, we have the game of the week, Iowa State. Both teams head into week 2 1-0. Iowa State ranked at 9, Iowa ranked at 10. A highly anticipated game in Iowa. I'm going to go with Iowa State though, 35-31. Breece Hall is going to be unstoppable this game. Iowa defense is going to be shook. Iowa won week 1 mainly because of their defense, but I just don't have this defense slowing down this Iowa State offense. So I am taking Iowa State 35-31. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching these. If you disagree with some of the predictions, go in the comments and tell me which ones you disagreed with. My next post will be tomorrow of the NFL predictions. Week 1 starting up. It's going to be a whole fun season. Thanks for watching.